You see them at every football and basketball game, performing at halftime and cheering from the sidelines. They have the longest running season of all the teams at EIU and do it for the love of dance. They are the Pink Panther Dance Team.
The team officially started back in 1964 as just a spirit group for basketball. Back then, though, it was predominantly a palm and kick team. There wasn't, because drill team was what was the norm for collegiate teams, there wasn't a focus on so much jazz routines or lyrical or ballet skills. It was more and less a palm and drill team.
Originally, the role of the Pink Panther was simply to attend athletic events and help cheer on the teams.
Over the years, the team's gotten more involved with campus activities, whether they be first night, various activities such as Admitted Student Day, so their role as an ambassador continued to grow throughout the years.
Today, there is much more to being a Pink Panther than just shaking your pom-poms.
Our season starts before school even starts with tryouts. We have camps all over the summer, and then we have our whole entire season of football and then basketball.
It's a college level team, so you definitely need to know what you're doing. We look for girls who have been studio trained, and it's also really helpful if they've been on a team before.
Dancing since I was 3. My mom owns a studio. She opened it up around when I was like 11. I've studied all types of dances from ballet, jazz, hip hop, lyrical, tap, pretty much everything. I started competing in first grade when I was 7. And I obviously got more serious into dance the older I got.
After tryouts in the spring, the team participates in summer camps to prepare them for football season.
We wake up and we normally have practice about, it depends, 9 or 8 in the morning, and we run through pregame and halftime with the band, and then we'll have a short break and we have to come back to do, we do like a little show at the steps by the library. And then we march over to President's Tent where there's pre-gaming and people have tents set up, and we do little dances over there, and then we're on the field for pre-game. And then we're on the field the entire first half, and then we're there for halftime. We do a show, and then we're there for the entire second half of the game.
We definitely have evolved to being a part of the entire football halftime, which is exciting. It is a little exhausting because it's constant movement, all palm kick work, but the girls definitely have an opportunity to get to know the band members a little bit more, and we do spend a lot of time with the band perfecting our drill skills.
We've become a lot bigger part of the band since my freshman year. We get credit for taking the band class now, and Monday, Wednesday, and Friday during our 4 to 6, which is when we always have practice, we practice with the band on the field. And it's definitely challenging because a lot of times you have to be put into their drill and into their formations, and that's something a lot of the girls haven't done before coming to college.
One of the highlights of being a member of the PMB was the opportunity to perform at halftime for the Chicago Bears home opener.
That was really cool, and it was something I've never gotten to do before. We got to go to the Chicago Bears game and perform halftime with the band in the Bears, like on the same field that the Bears play on, and it was really cool. It was really neat to do.
All of the practice and hard work leads up to one of the biggest events on Eastern's campus, homecoming.
Homecoming's definitely a really stressful, like a couple weeks leading up to it, and a very stressful week. We have a lot of things we have to do other than just the game. A lot of times the alumni will come back and dance with us, so we have to make up those routines. There's the pep rally where we do our own dance with the cheerleaders, so we have to get that ready, and that sometimes takes extra practices. And also we do a dance with the football boys, where each one of the Pinks will be paired up with a member of the football team, and we do a fun dance with them at the pep rally also.
When football season ends, the team immediately transitions into basketball season. Practices are slightly different because they no longer practice with the band.
Typical practices are Monday through Friday, 2 hours every day, 4 to 6. And when we get there, we come in ready, start stretching for around 15 minutes to 20 minutes. From there, we try to work on some technique going across the floor, practicing like our leaps and turns and trying to get everybody synchronized and improve their technique.
The last routine I did with another member, Sam, and we did a hip hop, and it was the last dance that we did this season, and it was a lot of fun. We had to figure out first what songs we wanted to do, and once we did that, it was what part of the songs we had to cut and paste everything together, and once that was done, we had to start choreographing. Yeah, and then we came in, we taught it. We had, I think, 3 days to teach it to the girls and a day to kind of clean it and make it look nice, and then we performed it.
The Pink Panthers also compete at UDA Nationals in January. The competition is held at the ESPN Wide World of Sports in Orlando, Florida.
I approached athletics back in 2008 for the possibility of us definitely performing at nationals, and we were able to do so in 2009, and we've done so every year since. And as a third-year participant of the UDA, UCA College Nationals, we've represented our institution very well and definitely had an opportunity to show our skill sets to our peers within our same division.
My second year on Pinks, we started going to UDA Nationals, which is in January, and it was a lot of fun. I'm really glad that we started doing it. It's a lot of practice. It's a lot of practices outside of what we do. We have 2 other practices a week that are for nationals, but it's definitely worth it. We did 2 routines this year. We did a jazz and a hip hop. And other than just going there and performing, and that's always fun to do, of course, but it's so much fun to be around all the other schools that go and to watch some of the best schools that are in the nation and watch their dances and see the people who win nationals and get to see it live, and it's a really cool thing.
I got a great little dance family out of it. It was a great experience. You got to know athletics, and you got to be a huge part of the school, and you got to be at a lot of events. People see you and they know who you are, and dancing is just a very important part of my life and something that I will hope to continue past college.
Even just from my freshman year to my senior year to this past year, we've grown so much, even as far as like the way we organize things, how efficient we are with our time, things like that, and just our skill level I think is better. I think if you watch dances that we did my freshman year and you watch dances that we did now, it's almost a completely different team. And so I just want that to keep going. And I know there's always like changes and struggles every year, but if we keep pushing like we have been, I think this program's just going to get better and better.
Over the course of the year, the girls become more than just a dance team. They become like a family, and they all agree that getting to be a Pink Panther is an experience that they will never forget.